Welcome
back.
Hi guys, this is Edward.
And I'm Margarita.
Hello there, my name is Marian.
What's up? I'm Amelia.
And welcome to
From Independence to Modern America.
Hello everyone, and welcome to our podcast From Independence to Modern America. I'm Edward, so grab your headphones, get comfortable, and let's dive into the fascinating story of American history.
And I am Marian. Today we're going to take you on a journey through some of the most important moments in American history. It's going to be a great ride.
That's right. We'll explore from how the U.S. grew up from a group of colonies into the most influential countries of the world. We'll cover independence, expansion, civil war, world wars, and modern America.
And what's fascinating is how all of these events connect to our daily lives nowadays. Also, the impact of this country on the world is very enormous. So let's get started.
Well, so let's back to the very beginning. Can you imagine leaving everything behind to cross the ocean to unknown land? Well, that's exactly what the first colonies did. They established the first English colonies in America and faced incredible challenges.
That's a great point, Edward. Now as time went on, tensions grew between the colonies and Great Britain. The colonies were being taxed without representation, and that frustration eventually led to a Declaration of Independence in 1776.
Exactly. And when we talk about the founding of this country, we can't forget about George Washington, Thomas Jefferson. Their leadership during the Revolution and the creation of the Constitution shaped everything that came after.
You're right, to be honest, and that's really interesting for all of us. Also, one thing that is very surprising is how quickly the new nations, or the new nation in this case, had to face challenges. For example, forming a good, or new ways to say, government from scratches, dealing with debts, also keeping the states united, kind of. And also it wasn't easy at all for them, right?
Right.
Now, let's move on to the westward expansion, one of the most important periods in American history. The idea of manifest destiny drove Americans to expand across the continent, and the Louisiana Purchase in 1803 actually doubled the size of the country.
It's hard to believe that one purchase could change so much, but it's also important to remember that this expansion has serious consequences for Native American communities. Many lost their land, resources, and way of life.
That's a great point, Marian. While expansion created opportunities for pioneers looking for land and wealth, it also created major challenges and suffering for others. History is not just one story.
Never, ever.
No, you're right, because it's kind of difficult, and that leads us to the growing tensions between the North and the South. Because the economy, also the slavery, and the political differences were pushing to the country toward a breaking point that it was very difficult and complicated for all people in general.
And that changed everything. The Civil War broke out and lasted 4 years. It was the deadliest conflict in American history, and it fundamentally transformed the nation.
After the Civil War came Reconstruction, it was a time of trying to rebuild the nation and reintegrate the southern states, but it wasn't easy at all.
One thing I found fascinating is how the 20th century completely transformed America. Industrialization, immigration, and new technologies changed everything.
Well, yeah. And then we could see that they came the world wars, that they were kind of a mess to the world. Also for the United States, that they went from being relatively isolated to becoming a global superpower, and that's a huge shift in just a few decades for everyone.
And what is surprising is how much social change happened. The civil rights movements for fight equality and these movements shaped modern America in profound ways.
Right. Looking at America today, it is incredible to see how diverse and complex the country has become, don't it? Innovation, globalization, and new challenges define this era.
And one thing that makes modern America unique is its influence on global entertainment. American movies, television shows, and streaming platforms are watched by millions of people around the world.
That's true. Hollywood, for example, has become one of the most important entertainment industries in the world. We all enjoy from it. Many famous movies and actors have shaped global popular culture.
Music is also a huge part of American culture. Genres such as jazz, rock, hip hop, country, and pop music all originated or became popular in the US.
And nowadays, American artists continue influencing music worldwide through social media, concerts, and also digital platforms like Spotify and YouTube.
Technology is another important aspect of modern America that we should talk about. Companies such as Apple, Microsoft, Google, and Amazon have transformed the way we communicate, work, and learn.
Social media, I guess, could also be something important to discuss. It has changed daily life. Platforms like Instagram, TikTok, and X allows people to share information in an instantly way and connect with each other all across the globe.
Another interesting characteristic of the US is cultural diversity. People from many different backgrounds, like languages, traditions, contribute to American society.
All of this is because of this diversity. American culture continues to evolve. Nowadays, it's kind of very evolved to everyone, and we could say that they are new ideas, new traditions, also food, and also new artists, artistic expressions, and very much of art, we could say, are constantly shaping what it means to be American nowadays, right?
Right.
That's right.
Totally.
And well, that's been quite of a journey. Thank you so much for listening to our podcast. We really hope you learned something new and enjoyed the conversation.
It's had been a great time sharing these stories with all of you and you there. Remember, history isn't about the past. It helps us understand where we're going. See you next time.
Thanks
Thanks for listening. See you in the next episode of From Independence to Modern America.
Welcome back. Is there One, two, three. Hi guys, this is Edward.
No, Margarita.
Let's keep going.
No.
Ya el micrófono.
Ese va a ser el blooper. ¿Qué es eso?
Apenas sale y
Sí. Ah, no, estos son los videos.
No, yo creo que Edward te lo mandó. Ok, ya.
Bueno. One, two, three.
XOXO.
Gossip Girl.